SFDCradio.com and mash up the world.
I know there's time and I know there's a lot of questions, but as we had introduced, I'd like to really introduce Bunny Wailer. As you know, they clear him. Him Honorable Livingston, CD, OJ, but you don't know Jabby's Jabby for I and I Rastaman every time because he's our honorary chair. He has been just bestowed an honorary position as the cultural ambassador for Caricom where reparation is concerned. He was recently even honored at a Rastafari conference, a Rastafari University conference in 2013 as one of the honorary, along with Elder Iris, and as well as the Honorable Prime Minister Ras Gonzalez. So I would really love, because Jappy was even up there when the march was going on in England, or passed through and made even representation and support of the Rastaman every time we march. So I want the item, just welcome our honorary chair, Bunny Wailer. Just make a nice
bless.
Give thanks and praises. Honorable says this evening there, we say we give a living tribute to the same living legend. We humble it honored, we say we give thanks and praises when the ancestors them give accessibility to the elders. We know the elder have a busy schedule every time. It's a most honorable moment, it's a memorable moment, it's a historical moment in the history of broadcasting. Right there, so Luton Town, Bedfordshire, United Kingdom, the honorable, the living legend. Remember, say we don't talk, but we do a living legend, a living tribute, because we don't wait for we elders them to pass on to the ancestral realms before we acknowledge them. We acknowledge them every Wednesday. We acknowledge a living legend. This evening we acknowledge the right honorable and seat that the ancestors them, and to the power of the Almighty we have them. So we give thanks and praises. Yes, honorable, Bunny Wailer, give thanks, my brethren.
Yes, there in the fire,
Give thanks, more upon top of the plenty, because the eye is naturally an institution in itself. And I was saying to the people, even when we go back to the Wailers, and many people are still realizing the fact that because we asked the question, Bunny Wailer, Peter Tosh and Bob Marley, if I was to say that the whole of the three of them is related, would that be a myth or would that be a fact?
Watch this now. Wailers is a family from before the Wailers were formed. My dad had Robert Marley's mom pregnant with both of us having the same sister. So, and Peter come again and got my biggest sister pregnant with Andrew Tosh. So the Wailers grew up to be a family. You know what I'm saying? And I am still here as the survivor of the Wailers, doing those things that are related as a family by putting out and focusing on the recordings that is, related to our history. And as Bunny Wailer, I'm still here. Give thanks.
Yes.
Highly Selassie.
I give thanks. I will give thanks to the Bunny because this evening we do a tribute, and the tribute involve rinsing off most of the tracks off of your communication album.
Yeah. That's a serious album.
A very, very serious album. That's what I say, and again amongst other things, what has Bunny really been up to? Because we know the people that recently know that you was on tour in UK, and many people.
Good question. Well, right now, you know that reggae music, scat, reggae, rocksteady, has been focusing for over 50 years now. From Wailers, before the Wailers, you have the Maytides, the Scatterlights, and all of these people. So now is the 50th anniversary of all of this music that we have been playing. And I, as a survivor, has now put together a 50 track, reincarnated soul.
What?
Related to the 50th anniversary as we celebrate. So I'm presently focusing in that direction. And, as the Wailers started this whole thing, we came to England in the 60s. And we brought this message to the world that, who are now seeing themselves as Rastafarians, white folks. They were very young folks if they were alive at the time, but now their little brothers are now dreadlock Rastafarians. You know, so I can see where the culture has been focusing and has made a kind of a presentation that all races is now involved. You know, I went to Japan and I saw the Japanese man with his dreadlock in his lap. His dreadlock is a whole heap of dreadlock. But him is a Japanese in the Japanese out here now in Jamaica who are focusing on the glory of His Imperial Majesty. So I am satisfied to know that, you know, the doctrine has been born here in Jamaica from that time, you know, and before His Imperial Majesty came here and was left to us the legacy that is now calculated and being focused on globally, that all brethren all over the universe know of Rastafari and serve Him the truth, right? You know, so I am satisfied and I give thanks to all of these brethren who have been fighting, battling with the necessary forces to be exalting His Imperial Majesty right now and all the things that is related to development Rastafarians internationally. So I give thanks, you know, to know that this is happening, you know, and more things happen. Yeah.
Honorable. If you're locked in, folks, yes, we're locked into the living legend, where we say we touch all the chops later on. Living legends, we bought it up earlier on. Yes, taking off the album also. Yes, so we always give thanks. Yes, when the ancestors them, you know what I mean, give them elder and protect them and guide them, and you know, make no dopey come trouble them. You know, somebody else
say we surpass that. Listen now. Syrian doctrine has surpassed dopeyism.
Yes.
Dopeyism of gossip. I and I stand for truth and right. You understand?
Yes, King.
So that is where the whole thing is focusing on. So, but what about dopey?
Yes, man.
Dopey know who for frightened.
As Bob said. And you know, Bunny, you know, as we're talking with the person about the Rastafari Millennium Council, you know, tell us about the I role and responsibility within that function.
Yes. Well, the Millennium Council is a focus that every African should be now, you know, involved in, you know. And I am satisfied with all the work that has been done over the period, and the work that is done now, and the work that is to be done futuristically in order to benefit Rastafarians, because Rastas have done a lot, but Rastas has not been treated in the manner of what they have done, you know, in as far as the lot that they have done.
Yes.
So I, man, personally, you know, is aiming to see some progressive things happening out of the doctrine of Rastafari. And the brethren, here they speak, when you listen to them, they are carrying us through the measures of diplomacy so that we can be able to talk to our brothers and sisters globally in interesting them in the struggles of the Rastafarian as we go forward in healing highly I, Selassie I, Jah, Rastafari. So I give thanks and to know that the I them is there doing exactly what the I them is doing and making this focus be something that, you know, I'm satisfied to know that it's happening, you know, coming from where it's coming from to where it is.
Yes, but Luton Town, buddy, we are Luton, one place called Luton Town, Bedfordshire, many we who born over here to the diaspora. Sometimes it's just the history we learn about, and we have to use the history is our only guide. And we read about the history of the elders, you know, And again, I personally have never met the eye in a liberty from a longer time, and we don't know that Rastafari movement from Jamaica has always been the vanguard of the African culture, with elders them like yourself at the forefront. You see me I say, and keeping that revolutionary spirit vibrant, and we don't know, so when Bob did pass on, the music did take a little change. What is your concerns now, Bunny, concerning the music industry and the way reggae music are going?
That's why I've done a fifth track, because sometimes argument can lead to argument and you never really get where. But you see, if you just get the reincarnated souls from Bunny Wailer, then you will be in focus.
Reincarnated souls.
Reincarnated souls. That's the title of the album. I'm sorry you don't dare yes, that I could just give a copy. But if you focus, it will be in the shops.
Yes.
As we speak. So just focus and get it.
Give
reincarnated
thanks.
Souls.
And again, shortly, all the people can keep in tune, but people want to know what is on the agenda for the future. Bonnie, what can you tell us at this moment?
Talk to this Empress here. She will give a more focus, on Bunny Wailer, in as far as my involvement musically and otherwise.
All right, before you go, seal off with your closing comments for our listeners. Then, Bunny, give me your closing comments.
My closing comment is for us to stand strong and be doing what is right for the new generation that is coming along.
Yes.
And I am satisfied to see that what we have done so far, is good and strong and is benefiting this new generation that comes along. So we should be focusing in that direction.
Give thanks and praises.
Yeah, and I would like to say to all the listeners, to give thanks unto the Most Highly High Selassie Jah Rastafari. For He has made us the way we are, and we are here still putting up a good fight in order to exalt the true and living Creator, Jah Rastafari. So, give thanks, and every time I want you to know that the work continues, and there's a lot of people that has been involved in this work over the period. I want to talk to the sister now.
Yes.
Store. Yeah.
Give thanks, honorable elder, Rasta elder, honorable living legend, Bunny Wailer. All blessings.
Yeah, it's the last year.
Rastafari. Yeah. Give thanks.
I must say, beloved.
Yes.
We give thanks to have even Sister Maxine Store here. I know she's going to follow up on what Jabi had just said, but she is really very much instrumental in the formation of the Rastafari Millennium Council, where the intellectual property right and the introduction of the lawyer is concerned. There's not much time because time is going, so I without any further, I want you to really give thanks for Sister Maxine Store. Blessed love and
give thanks, honorable. Royal greetings, welcome to the show, www.royal greetings to the show, the feminine part of the vibration, Sister Maxine Store, welcome to the vibration.
Yes, well, I was late for the reason because I was actually at the Cannabis Commercial and Medicinal Research Task Force.
What you said to me?
Right, where we, I'm vice chair of the Ganja Future Growers and Producers Association.
What? Okay, what update can you give us on that concern, especially the decriminalization? What can you tell us at this moment in time?
Yeah, well, at this moment in time, they're putting their toes in the water, right?
Mm-hmm.
But for us to ascertain the rights that we have advocated for over the years, we are about to launch a campaign because we are going to need funds to mobilize our community and, the people who support the real rights of the plant.
Mm-hmm.
And the value of it to African people and to the Rastafari community to get our share of this industry that they're developing, right? Because everything is in industry. If you consume it, you have to buy it from someone, Right. So we are fighting now for our industrial right within our sacramental right to be included in the framework that they're seeking to develop here. Right, so that is going to need funding in order for our voice to be heard, because the medicinal and the pharmaceutical people are trying to,
yes,
determine what is happening here.
So we have our listening audience now, as you mentioned, funny. So how can our listening audience help in that area now?
Well, I'm about to launch an Indiegogo campaign, a crowdfunding campaign that is spearheaded by the Honorable Bunny Wailer.
Okay.
As the leading advocate for ganja legalization overall and for the rights of the Rastafari community to benefit from that. So we'll be launching that Indiegogo campaign. Other than his Reincarnated Souls album, he has just concluded a Nyabingi album.
What?
Yes, so that Nyabingi album will be another, tour de force in what the Honorable Bunny Wailer has achieved. And it will also be one of the, leading out for this international campaign for the Rastafari community. Because you see, the rights that the Rastafari community acquire in Jamaica is going to be able to be translated to wherever the communities are abroad, in England, America, etc.
Yes.
So that's why it's going to be important for the communities abroad to impact on the legislation here for the community. And they're not just going to give it to us. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
We are going to have to carve it out. And the community needs to understand the importance of funding the legal,
yes,
framework and strategy, because it's going to rebound back into Africa, England, anywhere the community is.
Well, yeah, it's like funding your own liberation.
Exactly. So that we hope to have that. We're going into Brazil for 2 weeks, the 10th to the 24th, and then once we come back in December, we'll be launching that program.
So again, now, what contact details can you give up for people? Because you have people around the world who may want support and can only support in different kind of ways. I don't know, if somebody want, for instance, send you a check with some money, are you able to give out some bank details? What kind of details can you give out at this moment in time for people to correspond and to liaise with you?
Well, like I said, everything is run through the Rastafari Millennium Council.
All right.
And Solomonic Productions, right? So all of those information will be included in this Indiegogo campaign that can relate to members wherever they are in the world, right?
Okay.
And they'll be able to, send in, etc. And then as we communicate, are we going to have more programs like this, right? When is the next follow-up program?
Well, we haven't confirmed that yet, but we did definitely say we have to have more like this. This is the first of many, because we need a regular, because there's more on top of plenty to discuss. So hopefully we're going to try and see maybe every other week at least. We start off with, because usually the Monday show. I have a Monday show where we usually have the discussion. You see what I say? So we're going to talk off here during the week. I will be talking with Honorable Prophet Greg, and we're going to line up and confirm with some consistency. Yeah, all the programs going to go. Yeah, so yeah. Honorable, give thanks.
Brother Kush,
yes,
this is Rascal Singh, right?
Oh, Singh.
We've been coordinated with Jabi to inline other radio stations so that we can have weekly broadcasts throughout London. What we currently need, as you know, the motion towards reparation that is being tabled in Parliament of Jamaica next week, Tuesday. We are asking, appealing for all the Jamaican diaspora to actually send email, text towards all the government parliamentarian in respective areas that they are from, right? And pertaining to the marijuana,
yes,
the legalization of that.
Yes.
You can go on the Rastafari Millennium Council website,
okay,
and you'll be able to see the information, because we definitely need some form of funding from the diaspora union, because remember, out of the medicinal, a lot of the Jamaican diaspora can benefit from it. The medicinal purposes of the marijuana, not just the woman, but the benefits of the hemp that can be produced here in Jamaica, is an industry that requires investment. Right? And obviously, as the world knows, Jamaica grows the best strain, both in the medicinal, and I'm quite sure when we start the hemp market, it needs investment, and we are appealing to the Jamaican diaspora, because what the Rastafari community is doing under the Millennium Council, we're now setting up proper infrastructural villages
that will be growing agricultural products as well as medicinal herbs, which will include the marijuana, medicinal marijuana. All right, so there is opportunity for investment, and we can, as I says, everything is transparent and accountable.
Give thanks for that. Give thanks for that. Ross Ho Ching, World Son and Power. Do we still have the Empress on the line?
Yes, blessed.
Yes, give thanks, Empress, because you know the show we are rolling up, and we're definitely going to have more, and we're looking forward to talk. But again, just officially, what is your position within the RMC, sis?
Well, I'm a director on the board, and I'm also the consultant focusing on intellectual property rights.
Yes.
Right. So that's basically it.
Give thanks. I know we have to seal up, and I know I'm going to talk to you more in the future, but before you seal up, what would your closing comments be to our listening audience?
Well, you know, the closing comment would be that our vision is now on the table, right? And so we have to move to more actionable action. More action now rather than visioning and, advocating. We have to now gear ourselves up to participate in what we have created. We have companies now in Jamaica like Red Stripe who are now moving into the African market on the back of our culture. You understand? So when you see that Jamaican companies now are going to Africa ahead of our, rights and our activities, you know that it's time for us to move from visioning into action.
Yes.
Because people are now moving on our back and they're not moving with our agenda. You know what I mean? So that's a big, wake up call for people to understand what is happening now.
Give thanks.
Yeah.
No, we're going to give thanks, and we're going to look forward to linking up more and catching up more and getting more update with what's going on, because we were obviously in the diaspora and we don't know, so the struggle is a global struggle, and Luton continue, the whole struggle continue, and we have to sort out with differences, whatever the differences among ourselves, and strengthen each other, yes, because the chain is as strong as its weakest link. We want to give thanks. Before you go, send some greetings to some loved ones.
Honorable?
Yeah, send some greetings. Heal up who you have to heal up and big up who you have to big up. Send some greetings.
Yeah, well, basically, first, we have to give thanks to SFDC Radio for accommodating the Rastafari Millennium Council to really give clarity in some instance on the works that we have to do on behalf of the Rastafari Nation.
Give thanks.
So I want to really send big ups to Prophet Jabi up there, because he is very instrumental and our link into the England, where the connection and the way forward and mobilizing and moving connectivities moving forward. So we give thanks to Jabi, we give thanks to Rasman Dingo, for being instrumental in aiding I and I going forward. And I know there's more to say and thing where that is concerned, but for right now, we just give thanks to all the Rastafari community in England and worldwide. Because we have to bind together, move towards a unification process, because just a unity is strength. When Rastafari and all African people unite, the world will come together. So we give thanks and praises continually. So blessed love, Rastafari, greetings to all ones.
Give thanks again. Give thanks again. Give thanks again. Ras Lance, is Ras Lance still here?
Blessed Brother Kush, yes, I like to say blessings to all the brethren, Jabi and yourselves who are doing the work. I'd also like to mention Giselle Gordon. As I said earlier, it is important that all the black groups, all the Pan-African groups come together as one, and that we move towards this issue and one accord, and obviously to sensitize the British public towards the whole reality of it, because it's also part of their legacy, which they need to understand. And as I says during the broadcast, we can come to a final conclusion, and it's time for us to put this issue at rest so that we can look forward to creating a greater history. So one perfect love in the name of the Most High, Iosos Christos, the begotten Son that you also call Jesus Christ, and also in the name of the most divine of Israel King, Rastafari. Enough blessings, enough love to my British family, my sons and daughters who are there, my brothers, my mother and so forth if they're listening, and all those who remember the works that we have done in England. All the love and one perfect, one aim, one God, one destiny. Enough blessing, enough love.
Give thanks again, Ras Lance. Honorable brother Mandingo, come in please, Kingman, and say some greetings and give your closing comments, because we will see you Monday.
Yes, closing comments from Mandingo, the Gavi, is that recently there was supposed to be a report on Thursday, the 16th of October, about the reparations march, which was on the 1st of August, 2014. And I have had from good sources that there was a reply to our petition, the African petition, not the Rasta petition, because it was an African reparations march, and there was a reply. And at that meeting at Milan, Queen Mary University, up until that time, up until now, as I am speaking, we have gotten, as Africans, no reply for us Africans who participated in the march.
Why is that?
Well, we need the people who got the reply, which is a very few, to explain why we at large as Africans have not gotten the reply, because the reply is for all of us and not for a small group.
Because we were saying earlier, our brother Mandingo, because the station here was also SFDC actively involved in getting people to sign the petition. We've been waiting for a reply.
Precisely, because I did a lot of shows where I spoke with you, brother Kush and brother Silver Fox, on SFDC radio to promote this African reparations march. And we are all entitled, each of us, to have a copy of this reply from the British regime.
All right,
and
we're going to do
something that we demand.
Well, so we're definitely going to need it because we did discuss it earlier. Time around up, Brother Mandingo, we're going to carry on Monday. We're going to catch on with that. I'm going to talk with some of the items during the week because during the week I want to find out what's going on. I would like to get a copy of the report even before hopefully Monday again. But we're going to definitely look into that. I know the Rastafari movement.
Every African is entitled to a copy of the reply to our petition.
Yes.
Because the only reason why there was a reply was because we as Africans, irrespective of religious belief, participated and made the African reparations march on the 1st of August. It was a Friday 2014 successful.
Yes.
We demand nothing less.
Yes. Give thanks.
It is not for a select group, it is for all Africans.
Yes.
We want the reply.
That's true, man, because like we said, many people don't also sign the petition too, and then I wonder what is happening next. People is asking me what is happening next. I don't know what is happening next. I don't get no respect. I don't get no report. I can't tell people what it is. So we need to know what do we do next. Do we carry on signing the petition and we fulfill that objective?
We cannot. We cannot continue to sign any more.
The microphone cut out. I think the phone gone. Brother Mandingo, the phone cut out. Not to worry. We're going to continue Monday with the vibration. Yes, and we're going to get an update with the full finding what's going on following. Honorable Prophet Greg, Honorable Rasselans. Yes, the whole of the RMC family, we give thanks and praise. We thank you for your time. Thank you for the gracing us to hear it. This has been an historical moment, and we will be talking to Prophet Jabi during the week so we can line up and the next one, because we want some consistency, because there's a whole lot of things to talk about, a whole lot of things to constantly update, and the whole vibration, the platform is here for education, for stimulation, information. Even when I and I may not agree with every views of everybody, but everybody, the platform is there for each house and each body to represent the cause and where them are deal with. So we always give thanks and praise when they can therefore join with us, because the youth them need the accessibility to the elders them, to the wisdom and to the knowledge and to the experience. So we give thanks again for joining us on www.sfdcradio.com, the Nubian Beat Show with myself, Kush Genesis. Give thanks.
SFDCradio.com, and much of the world.